and today we'll discuss the fourth chapter. So the name of our chapter is Natural Vegetations and Wildlife. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about different type of natural vegetations and the wildlife. You know about that plants and animals, they are interdependent on each other for their survival. It means without the animals, the plant they can also not survive, and the animals they also need the plants for their survival. It means if we talk about our ecosystem, so in our ecosystem there are the need of plant as well as the need of animals also. Okay, because if they are completing any type of food chain, so in this food chain also the same, the plants are also required, and in the same manner the animal is also required. So here we will discuss about the natural vegetations. Okay, so in our country India, and if we talk about the whole world, okay, if we will talk about our whole earth, so in our earth the variety of vegetations are found and the variety of wildlife is also found. Okay, so there are it means if we will talk about the vegetations and the wildlife, why there are variety of wildlife and the variety of the natural vegetation are found. So we can say that because different types of natural vegetation and different type of animals are found in a different area, because the reason is that the availability of soil that is also different, and we can say that the altitude, the rainfall and the temperature, this is also different in a different area. That's why in a different type of area, the different type of vegetation, different type of wildlife are found. So in this chapter we'll discuss about the different type of forest and the grassland. We'll discuss about the deserts. We'll discuss about the tundra vegetation also. And at the last we'll discuss about that why the conservation of forest and why the conservation of natural vegetation is necessary. Okay, so one by one we'll discuss about each of the topic. So first we'll discuss about the types of forest, that how many types of forest are found in our earth. If we talk about the forest, so there are some different types of forests are found. First I will write the name, then we'll discuss one by one. First that is the tropical rainforest. The second, that is tropical deciduous forest. Third type of forest, that is temperate deciduous forest. The next one, that is Mediterranean forest. And the last, that is coniferous forest. Okay, so these are the main type of forest, that is tropical rainforest, tropical deciduous forest, temperate deciduous forest, Mediterranean forest and coniferous forest. One by one we will discuss all this type of forest. So first we will discuss about the tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest mainly found in the equatorial region. Okay, it means why this is called the rainforest? Because we can say that the area where the rainfall is occurred throughout the year. That's why it is called known as the tropical rainforest. Another name of the tropical rainforest, that is the evergreen forest. Why this forest is called the evergreen forest? The reason is that because you can see that in this type of forest in this type of area where this type of forests are found, where the rainfall is occurred throughout the year. And the main reason is that because of the heavy rainfall, this type of trees, it means whatever the trees that is found in this type of forest, they are not shed their leaves in a particular season. Okay, it means some trees they are shed their leaves in another season, and some trees they are shed their leaves in another season. So it means they are occur green. Okay, they are just see green everywhere. Okay, because some trees they are found their leaves in another season, and another trees they are also shed their leaves in another season. So they are looks evergreen every year. Okay, and in this type of forest we can see that they are just develop a canopy like we can say that umbrella like structure. Okay, so in this umbrella like structure, because they are very much dense, okay, बहुत घने होते हैं, so that's why we can say that the sunlight cannot enter into the ground. Okay, because of their dense branches in the dense leaves, because broad leaves type of trees are found in this area, so the sunlight cannot enter in the ground area, and this forest looks green every time. So we can say that this type of forest also known as the evergreen forest or the tropical rainforest. In your book, after the explanation part, the vegetations are there, that which type of natural vegetation are found, the wildlife, that which type of wildlife are found in there, and the distribution area. Okay, so after just explanation, you can just see the distribution area. It means where this type of forests are found in our country India and outside the country India. Okay, and which type of natural vegetation are found and which type of wildlife are found. So you can read this topic in your book. Now we discuss the tropical deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forest. It means we can say that tropical deciduous forest, the another name of this forest is the monsoon forest. Why? Because mostly they are dependent on the monsoon. And we can say that in the rainy season they are appear green in color. Okay. And in another season we can say that in the summer season this type of trees they just shed their leaves. Okay. So it means we can say that because these are mostly depend on the monsoon, so we can say that the tropical deciduous forest as a monsoon forest. Okay. Here are also the distribution and the vegetation and wildlife you can see in the book. Now the third, that is the temperate deciduous forest. Temperate deciduous forest. Mainly this type of forest mainly found in the eastern part of the continent, and if we talk about the same, that is also the depend on the monsoon, and in a hot summer season they just shed their leaves. Okay, it means this type of forest, if we talk about the temperature and the climate, so we can say that there are this winter season very dry, and the summer season very hot summer season they are facing, and the precipitation we can say that the rainfall in the rainy season. So in the rainy season they appears green in color. Okay, and in the hot summer season they just shed their leaves. Now we will talk about the next type of forest, that is the Mediterranean forest. Mediterranean forest. Mainly this type of forests are found in the western part of the continent, and mainly this Mediterranean forest they are just found near the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and this type of forest they are not very much heighted. Okay, the trees that are found in this type of forest they are not very much heighted, and especially because in this type of forest the rainfall it is occur in the winter season. Okay, and there are the hot summer season are there. So we can say that the roots of this type of trees they are very much deep, and they are just reached to the subsoil. In the chapter of soil I have just explained the soil profile to you. In this you can say that the different layers are there. Okay, so subsoil, so this Mediterranean forest, their roots they are very much long. Okay, it is very long roots are there, and they are just reached to the subsoil. Why? To get the moisture and to get the water from the soil. Okay, so the next forest, that is the Conifers forest. Conifers forest. It means we can say that this type of forests are found mainly the region where we can say that the snowfall is occurred. Okay, definitely the precipitation is throughout the year, but in a form of snow. Just note it down, things. The precipitation is almost throughout the year, but in a form of snow. And this type of another name of this forest is also we can say that taiga. Okay. So in this type of forest, the less amount of rainfall. It is rainfall. It is not in a form of water. Rainfall will be in the form of snow. So there are only some few varieties of the trees are found. It means they are just conifers. It means very pointed type of leaves are there. Okay, so it means in this type of pointed leaves, the snow will not just we can say no, it's not stop on the leaves, and it will just easily slope down. Okay, so this type of conifers forest, it means the variety of wildlife is also found in the conifer forest. So with the help of the book, you can see the different type of trees and the wildlife that is found in the type of forest. Now we discuss about the grassland. Okay, so if we talk about the grassland, so there are mainly two types of grassland are found: tropical grassland and the temperate grassland. Okay, so the grassland location and extent of the grassland are depend on the seasonal. We can say that the seasonal precipitation. The grasslands, they are dependent. So if we talk about the grasslands, there are mainly two types of grassland are found. First type of grassland, that is the and second temperate grassland. So tropical grassland are found either side of the continent, and in this type of grassland we can say that the precipitation is very much less. If the precipitation is very less in this type of grassland, so we can say that the trees, they are not very much heighted. Okay, and they are just like a thorny. Okay, the thorny bushes are there, and in this type of grassland we can say that the grasses, they are just we can say that reach to the trees area. Okay, and this type of the trees, they are also shed their leaves in a hot season to remain the moisture. Okay, so in the hot season, this type of trees, that whatever the trees they are found in this type of grassland, they are just shed their leaves. And if we talk about the temperate grassland, okay, so this temperate grassland are known. It means this temperate grassland, there are different names are there. It means this type of temperate grassland. So here we discuss the different names. You have to learn this name. Okay, sometimes this type of name will come in a form of match the column. So here we discussed first name, that is the prairies. Okay, it means the grassland that are found in the North America is known as the prairies. Second, states. The grassland that is found in the Europe is known as the states. Okay. The next, that is the pampas. So the grassland that found in the South America, the name of the grassland that is found in the South America, their name is pampas. The next, that is the downs. Okay, it means the grassland that is found in the Australia. Okay, the name of the grassland that is found in the Australia, that is the downs. And the last, that is the Wales. And this Wales found in the South Africa. of grassland are found in a which area? So you have to learn this name. Like Paris are found in North America, steppes in Europe, pampas in South America, downs in Australia, and wells in South Africa. So these are the two types of grassland. That is first, that is tropical grassland. Second, that is temperate grassland. Now we'll discuss about the desert. So here after completing the grassland, we'll discuss about the desert. Okay, and this is also desert. This is also this type of natural vegetation, and the last, that is the tundra. Okay. So if we talk about the desert, I think you people already know about the meaning of desert. So we can say that desert, there are two types of desert are found. First, that is the hot desert, and second, that is the cold desert. Okay. If we talk about the hot desert, so that we can say that in the world, the example of the hot desert, that is the Sahara desert. And if we talk about in our country India, so here also one type of desert is found, that is the Thar desert. Okay, and mostly it is found in the Rajasthan, and some part of the Punjab it is also found. So we can say that the Sahara desert is the world's largest desert, hot desert. And if we talk about our country India, so here also one hot desert, that is the Thar desert. Okay, so definitely you people know about the desert where the amount of precipitation is very much low. Okay, so because very much less amount of rainfall are there, so that's why very little type of vegetation, very few type of vegetations are found in the desert area. We can say that the cactus grow very well in the desert area, and we can say that the thorny bushes, that is also found in the desert area, because in this type of vegetation they need only the less amount of water. Okay, and the roots of this type of vegetation are very long, so they can just take the moisture from very deep inside the earth. Okay, so it means we can say that some other type of desert, that is the Kalahari desert. Okay, so different types of desert are there. So these are the types of desert, and in the desert also some type of vegetation also found, and some type of we can say that wildlife is also found. So you can read in the book. Now we will discuss about the tundra. Tundra, it means very area where very much cold area is there. Okay, so here this type of vegetations are found. We can say that the tundra, and here the amount of we can say that precipitation, it is also very much less amount of there, and because the everywhere in the tundra region, the everywhere snows are there. Okay, so because of the availability of the snow, okay, the vegetation will not grow properly in this area, because the soil it will covered, it is covered with the snow. Okay, so very less amount of vegetation are found. That is but then also some type of vegetation are found, so you can see in that. So we can say that the desert and the tundra, it is just opposite of, because here the temperature is very hot, and in the tundra is the tundra where the temperature is very much low. Okay, so these are the some type of vegetations and some type of different type of forest and grassland we have discussed. Now a question came in front of us. That is the because this all the vegetations, okay, they are very much important for our survival. Okay, so it is our duty to conserve it. So that's why our next topic is that conservation of forest. So you know that nowadays, because of the population is very much increasing, so humans are just start the practicing of deforestation. You know that deforestation, it means the removal of the trees, the removal of the forest area. It is known as the deforestation. And not only the human. Okay, some we can say that the other factors, like we can say that the forest fire are there, and some type of different, we can say that the disasters are there. Then also the forest area are reduced. Okay, so we should know first, we should know this thing. This forest area is very much important for our survival, because they are giving so many things to us. Okay, forest area, they are producing so many things. Some medicinal plant also, they are giving food to us, they are giving, and in the same manner they are attracting the rain also. Okay, and they are just especially we can say that the soil erosion. If we talk about the soil erosion, so this forest area reduce the soil erosion. They are just reduce the water. They just conserve the water also. Okay, and so many type of things this forest provide to us. And we can say that because of the destruction of this forest, because of the deforestation, so many type of natural vegetations, okay, and so many type of wildlife, they are now extinct, okay, because their natural habitat are just destroyed. So it is our duty to conserve our forest resources. So we can say that some steps we can follow, that we should not cut the trees, okay, and we should just plant more and more trees, and we can save our forest from the forest fire. And in the same manner, with the help of some measurement, we can just conserve our forest resources. And for the we can say the conservation of forest, our government is also have just taken some measures, like they are just start the wildlife. So many wildlife sanctuaries are there. Okay, the national parks are there. In this national park, the government is providing the natural habitat to the wildlife. Okay, because if this type of we can say sanctuary is not developed, so maybe one time we cannot see the so many type of wildlife that are found now, because already so many type of wildlife, it is already extinct. So it is not only the duty of government, it is the duty of we people also, that we should conserve our natural resources, we should conserve our forest and wildlife. So in this topic we have discussed all the things, and after that the conservation of forest. Okay, so please go through this topic, and very soon we'll meet again with the next chapter. Thank you.